Hi. So till now, when everyone is joining, I just describe the scenario of today. Like today, we have a new project. Okay. The name of project is Hotel Booking Reservation. So we have one data in Excel. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have data in Excel. See total data we have like booking ID, date of booking, year, time, customer ID, gender, age of gender, okay, origin country, state, location, destination country, because the starting and the end country we have, number of people, कितने लोगों ने मतलब एक साथ ज्वाइन किया था, check in date, number of days, check out date, room, hotel, this kind of data we have, payment mode, bank name, number of days, rooms, booking price, discount, SGST, the profit margin, this kind of data we have of hotel booking reservation. So one more thing in sheet one, we have some of the points which we need to remember to making a visualization. Okay, requirement. These three are the common visualization. Means these three is the important in every visualization. Except these three, you can do anything. Okay, but these three is the most important. Every company require these three is the first of the requirement of this. So first is we need top destination for customer. It means the total number of customer provide a better destination. Okay, so we provide the insight for top countries wise destination. So first we have to card visualization versus top country, total customer and total hotel. And after that, the top destination for country. The second thing, customer profile and demographic with three things. First is age group, gender and location. These three group wise. And second thing is age group we have like 5 to 25, 26 to 40, 41 to 50 and 51 to 60 and the name of age group. Okay. And top hotel by booking and rating means analyze the data. After that we are visiting that what is the top hotel. If the top hotel is suppose any destination is a requirement of top customer, so why it is destination is top, what is the benefit of top. Okay, so we have to analyze this, that why suppose the most of customer visit Nepal, but why it is visit Nepal, there is a reason behind Nepal. Okay, so we have to analyze those part. Or why suppose the last top five top bottom country is China, why is China is a top bottom. Okay, so we have to analyze those kind of scenario and compare the data with this kind of skill. So before that, I have made this kind of visualization. I also send you the profile in WhatsApp as well as. Okay, so see this kind of data we have right now. We have a total number of destination is 20, but I use just top three destination: Mexico, Nepal, and New Zealand. So we have analyzed the data. See, most visited country means the destination country by customer by visitor. Okay, so top visitor countries New Zealand and Nepal. There is a both rate are the same 20.14 and 20.14. Okay, so but why it is New Zealand? At the end of analyzing part, we have why it is a New Zealand. So we have to analyze the top five New Zealand hotel in New Zealand as well as percentage change in visitor by years. Okay, what percentage is changing? Suppose in 2010 there is 100 people visit in some of the countries destination. In 2011 suppose it 110, it means the 10% increase. Suppose in 2012 just 115, so there is a 5 member is increasing, it means there is just 4 to 5%. Okay, so this kind of percentage analyzing we have to do in year by year, as well as top three country of origin, booking for the last 3 days of the week, top 3 days booking. Okay, so there is a percentage changes. And now what is the percentage of visitor by female and male, and the age group demographic? This kind of skill we have. Except this, we have to use many more if you want, as per your data, because data we have multiple data, it's not a small data. So okay, so suppose you have to also analyze the gender wise, origin country, state, location, as well as destination number of people, how many people are like male in the male 50%, there is a how many of male. Instead of friend you can uh, search as a count as well as. Okay, check-in by date, like check in and check out, how many days of remaining, this kind of data, so you can maintain. Hotel room by top rating. Okay, so top 5 hotel rating or top 7 hotel rating, top 10, top 20, you can analyze this kind of skill as well. As so here at the end we have a booking price, discount, GST, profit, so that you can analyze that profit margin. Suppose booking price is 243 but profit margin is 0.25, then you can multiply the booking price is equal to profit margin. We have to profit, and we have to be less the GST as well as discount, so we have a net profit as well as. Okay, so this kind of skill you have to done in Power BI. So I think now everybody is joined. Let me just check. Okay, just a minute, I'm asking. Yeah, so Jasmeet and Himlata, before moving the next step, if you have any doubt relating to any previous project, then you can ask me. Any doubt?
But actually, regarding sales, I have not completed yet. Only little bit is left,
Okay.
which I'll complete today and let you know.
Okay, sure, no worry. You can do very easily, like you don't need to make any like toughest thing. Just think and do. But only like this.
Okay.
See, there is a sheet one. Okay. So we have to analyze number one wise. Like we need total country. Total country means the sum of countries. So it means you have to analyze step by steps, like in the visualization also. The first I need a total country. Okay. So how to analyze? That is sum of country. That's simple. And total visitor. Total visitor means we have to go to data like in this Excel. Okay. So we have to find the total visitor. Means the total number of uh, as well as the total number of order, total number of this kind of skill is also a visitor. Okay, the name of order, so you can directly the sum of visitor, so you can directly here is you can count function you can do in the Excel as well as in Power BI. Count function is named as a count row or distinct row. This kind of function you can put. So just simple, you can analyze, no worry about that. We can do one by one every step. Okay, so now I'm going to start for this. So first I'm going to transform the data. Suppose we have Excel, so we are going to transform the data. So I just click on transform here. Okay, so there is an option, so you can directly transform from on the home screen of the Power BI, or you can transform from Power Query editor screen also. So first click on new source and click Excel. There is a hotel booking reservation, so I just click on open.
So can you please send this Excel file right now so that I can also try side by side on my other system?
Okay, let me.
Because if I have any problem, I can ask you right now.
Yeah, okay. sending you all the four directly.
Okay. Yes.
This one is Excel. This is Power BI file like this file. Okay, and this one is your measure calculation, how much measure we have to calculate in this, and this one is table measure. Okay, table format. Yeah.
Yes.
So see, there is an option regarding extraction. So see, first listen the first step, extraction and transformation and load. Then you can do on your own. Then I will be mute for 5 minutes. Then you can do. Okay. Right now we will do this kind of way.
Yes.
So now we have a order database right now. So in order database, we have to, and preview is the option like booking date, date of booking, this kind of skill we have. So we just going to okay. And our data is loading into, just extracting into Power BI transform. It is not loading, it is just extracting the data. So see, every data you have to maintain because you are maintaining for a real time. So you have to do one thing, like the main data, you cannot do changing in main data. Okay. So you just click on the main data into the first of the main query. So you just click on right, move to one group and new group name as like you put it as tagging query. Means you cannot change into stacking query. You change for a duplicate of stacking query. So right now change the name of hotel reservation. Means any data further adding into hotel reservation, you can just change into hotel reservation directly. Go to this and refresh the data. No need to maintain other query. And just click also. See, there is an option. When you click on the right click, there is an option of copy, delete, rename, enable load. So what is the option of enable load? See, when you click on this and check box is removed. Okay, it means when you loading the data from close and apply, this hotel reservation is not loaded into Power BI. Okay, so second thing is included in the report refresh means when you do the refreshing after the close and apply Power BI reporting, this report is not included in the refresh, but we have to analyze, we have to include this report, then the checkbox is right. So I don't want to enable load means we have to not load this file into our Power BI. This is our main file and main file is stuck into the just Power Query editor. I just click on reference. So first I click on reference, the duplicate file will be generated and then I put it into the new group. So new group we have a main. You just name as per your query. What are like you have to put it as main query or data model as per your requirement what you do. So right now we have a total reservation and see when I click on this, the enable load is there. So it means when I load this file, close and apply, only this file is loading into Power BI, not this one. Okay. So this one is our main file. So I put it as fact. Yeah, this one is our main file. So guys, this one is just a fact file. So I just need to split multiple dim file from this file. Okay. So multiple dim file is like, suppose we have a booking ID, we have a day of booking, we have a year, we don't need a time. So we just click on time and click remove. We don't need a time. Customer ID we need, gender, age. See, customer ID we need, gender and age. These three are the detail of customer. Okay, so I just click on this. First I click on this item we need. Okay, the separate thing is origin country and origin state and the location. This one is only detail of origin only. And right, move down, destination country and destination city, as well as number of people. I don't know, check-in date we don't know. Okay, we don't need of check-in date as well as. So I just click on remove, check-in date, number of days is done. Check out date we don't need, remove. Room we don't need, I think. Hotel name we need, hotel rating we need, payment mode and bank name, because for our Excel part we don't need payment mode, bank name, number of days. You can just put it as a remove column. number of days, room, booking price, discount, because also we don't need right now this also, because I just click on just as per our requirement only. Okay, so this kind of column I don't need, so I just remove those column and click on this. You can just reference a new file. It means the new file entered, you can just drag and drop into data model and write down the name as dim origin. Okay, so for origin country, you need just origin country detail. So you just click on right, move to down, origin country, origin state, and origin location. These three we need in the origin column. So you just click on this and remove other column. It means your origin detail is already there in this file, and this one is called as dim table. Okay, so now origin country we have. So you just click on this and do one thing. Transform as, suppose capitalize each word means your capitalize of each word will be done, and go to this right click as well as, and there is a duplicate option, remove duplicate. So you just click on remove duplicate. Okay, so we have a total of origin countries 7. Total of origin country means the total of unique number of origin countries 7. The our first card visualization is done. Total unique country is 7. So we put just the count rows formula and our origin country is there. Okay, so now our origin country is ready. Same way you can do with this. Just click on reference. It means the new file is ready. So you just put in drag and write down the name as dim destination country, and you can put it as destination country. So you just need a data only for destination. So destination country and destination city only. So you just click on this and remove other column. And for same way, destination country, you just click on transform and capitalize each word. See why we do the capitalize each word. Tell me, Jasmeet and Himlata, why we do this kind of formatting? Capitalize each word.
So that it remains for every column.
Suppose when we do the visualization, suppose Denmark, some of the countries is showing as a Denmark into uppercase and the lower, but some of the country is showing as uppercase. So visualization is not in the correct format. That is the reason we put that kind of skill. Okay, so now just click on this and the remove duplicate as well as, because we don't need a duplicate, because under the dim file also, as the dim file is called as a unique file. Okay, so unique number of country. So total unique number of destination country we have just 20 country. Okay, so total unique number of origin country we have 7, and total number of destination country we have 20. So our two visualization is done right now. Okay, just a simple, you can just analyze your things and just do it. Right click on this as a reference. There is a new reference, right click. So now in this file we need a customer detail, because customer is very important. Visitor, so you can just click on dim visitor, or you can put it as customer as well as. Right now I put dim visitor. So under the visitor we only need the visitor detail. So visitor detail means customer ID, gender, and age of the customer only. So this kind of done, you have to remove other columns. So for this customer, you can put as transform, capitalize each word. No, I can capitalize uppercase. All the letter are uppercase, and click on this as remove duplicates. So our data is now transformed. Total customer we have. So when you put the value is here, like total customer we have in the 66,000 approx. Okay, so total customer we have. So first we have origin country, visitor, destination, and hotel. What is the main thing is remaining? Like booking ID, date, year table. Okay. So for the year table, you just click on the here and go to again reference to this. Okay. So you can select a multiple things. Like in the year table, you have a date of booking and year. You can either select these two for the date table, these two for the date table, or you can select as a our new things like I already sent it to you, like this kind of table code we have. Okay, so in this table code, see what are the function name. We have a start date as a date, end date as a date, and it is financial year. So there is a multiple column like day count, source, table format, this kind of skill. So we can directly put it as this table. You can just click copy and put this column as a advanced editor. There is an advanced editor option in query. Click on this and go to advanced editor. So for this, you can just control A and control V directly. Your data is pasting and then just click on done. It means your query is ready, yet your function is ready. So when your function is ready, you can just put it as other query, or either you can name as parameter, date parameter. It is working as a date parameter. So you just click on date parameter. And for this, see, you have a date. So right now you just click on the start date. In which format? See, 21/3 means the date, month, and year. So you can just click on 1 and end date. We have a 31st 12. We have a 10-year data, and fiscal year start month is from Jan. Guys, please mute. Please mute. Yeah. So now we have a start date is 1/1/2020 to 31st/12/2020, and the fixing date is 1. And you can just invoke this one, and your date table is ready. This one, you just move down into your data model and write down the name as. Okay. So now our first file, like the when I click on this file is not loading, but when you do anything into the changes into background, you just click on this table and doing the refresh only. Your all the file will be refreshed. Okay. All the file will be refreshed directly. So right now our first query is done with the extraction. Transformation is already done. So one thing I will tell you in the example of go to home. Just a minute. There is an option like in the team country, we have a view tab. Okay. So see, we have a view tab. So view tab, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the six checkbox. What is the option of 6 checkbox? See, when you click on the column quality, it will tell you that how much is a valid, how much is a error, and how much is a empty. Okay. So in the exam of DA100, these 6 column have maintained a 6 question in the DA100 exam. Okay. So what is the use of column quality? Column quality will tell you that how much rows in this, how much the value of the valid is 100%, what is the error, what is the empty. Suppose you have a 10,000 rows. Right now we have just 7. Suppose you have a 10,000 rows or 1,000,000 rows. Okay, so it will tell you the column quality, means how much column is a valid, error, or empty. Okay, and second thing, you have a column distribution. So distribution, just click on this column distribution and see, it will tell you column distribution by taking so much time. And you just also click as column profile. See, the column profile means a 7 value and 7 all the distinct value. Okay, it means in the origin country we have a 7 value and 7 all the distinct value. In the state also we have 7 and 7 distinct. In the location also we have a 7 and 7 distinct. And see, the count we have 7 distinct and unique. All the thing, Malaysia, Indonesia, all things done. That is column distribution and column profile. So this kind of skill you also use. Suppose if we go to the main data into this, okay, and you just click on column quality. See, the total number of valid is 100% error and this kind of skill, but the column profile, it show you the total number of count like 1000 in the terms of 1000 only. Okay, so we don't have any error into this. So we are going to go with the loading. So now our main file into staging query, and then we have a multiple working file into our data model. And first we have a, second we have a date parameter. So for this date parameter, we have to enter a date column, date table. Any doubt till here?
And I need to know that in the previous projects, we
Uh-huh.
don't split the files like this, dim
Yeah,
origin country, dim
yeah,
destination country.
because
And
yeah,
is it necessary in every project we have to
no,
do this,
no,
or
no, no, it is
for
not a
particular reason?
necessary, because see, in the last file, in the last project, in the like actual budget or this kind of skill, we have a separate file for that. Okay, but
Yes,
in
yes,
this
yes.
example, we don't have a separate file. So I just
Okay.
split the separate file into just to know about that you can also do this kind of skill also. Because see, when you when you're working in an office and you have a SQL server, okay, you have just a SQL server, and in SQL server you have complete data into just one table, into just one
Yes.
table. So it is good when to you to split that table into the 4 or 5 parts, so that you can maintain multiple things. Like see, when I put this origin country, then I know the total number of unique country origin country is 7. That is the main reason to put it, because
Yes.
I just click, because as per my requirement only. See, my requirement is top destination and top country, this kind of skill. So I just click on only those things. Okay, so it is better to use a dim, split the fact file into dim file, so that you can maintain multiple types of relationship, because this table or this part you have done just once only. Okay, after that, suppose in the next month or next quarter, on the next 6 year, next 6 month, you cannot do, you don't need to do this kind of skill again. You just go to your main file, this main file. Okay, just data exported from SQL and going to refresh only. Your all the files will be refreshed directly. You don't need to do anything for this. Okay.
Yes. Understood.
Okay, so now it is a final option that we are going to close and apply. It means our data load into Power BI. Or also remove the unwanted column from your data, which you don't need to making your visualization or your requirement, because it will increase your file size otherwise. See, all the data will be imported directly. Like dim date, we have a 4017 column, 9.59, 9.59. Okay, these all the same. So another time I'm going to go into transform and give you one example of one thing. Like see, a dim table. This dim table we have loaded into Power BI. So again and again, we don't want to load, we don't want to refresh this table again and again, because dim table is a fixed table. So you just click on this and uh, do as a include in report refresh. So I don't need to include again and again. Just remove the right click and go to again, close and apply. Okay, so see, right now when I'm going to refresh, okay, only the 4 table is going to refresh. See, dim table is not going to refresh, only the 4 table. Okay, so that is the reason to use two option. One is enable load and the include in other report. See, in the enable load, see, the file of the main file is not loaded into Power BI, but it is stay in the background as well in the transform query. So now our first extraction step is done. Now for the second step, like visualization step, before the visualization, we have to use some of the modeling. Modeling means relationship you have to done. So you have a dim date, you have a dim visitor, you have a final reservation, dim country, as well as dim origin country and the dim destination country. And dim visitor. You just click on this. See, for this date, this is the second part, but I don't need a second way. So you just click on this and check every visualization. See the customer ID and customer ID, one-to-one relationship, and I don't need one-to-one. I just need as one-to-many and not both as a single, because in the dim visitor we have a one column of customer, but in the fact total we have a multiple. So we just click on one-to-many and click OK, and see the relationship is update. And for dim country, destination country, so you have here, see this one, destination country to destination country only. And for this table, origin country, like origin country to origin country. And for dim date, see date is not done with the relationship, so you just put on date to date of booking only. See, your all the visualization or your all the modeling is done. Now our third step is done, extraction, transform, load, and second thing is relationship modeling. So any doubt till now? So in your file you can do now till now, okay, so that we can create some measure for this, and after that you can put it the visualization part. So meeting is also over in 7 minutes, so you can I will be mute for 3 to 4 minutes, so you can put the your file into the working till now, till here. Okay, you are doing in background.
Sir, I actually in such a speed I got missed something.
Okay, you tell
No
me
issue.
now. You tell me what is the missing. I will update you again. No worry. Because
No,
you
no
have.
problem, sir. I'll continue after the class.
Okay, sure. So see, in the transform we have first step we do. Hi Shabrish. For this, see in the transform we have first we step just going to transform. Click on the new source and the Excel file. The first step. Second, when you put the Excel file and you export the file of Excel. Okay, this is your main file. So you just click on this and enter to the new group. So you just click on new group as a staging query and put the data into staging. Second option you have, you just click on this and remove the enable load option because we don't want to load this file. Okay, so after that you can just reference your file. So right, there is a 4 reference, so you just click on first, second, third and fourth. In the fact file we have all the data as per your tagging, and remove the unwanted column only. And for the dim visitor we have only just a customer detail like customer ID, gender and age. And for the destination country, we have just a destinations country and destination city. Okay. And for the origin country, we have origin country, origin state, and origin location only. So this kind of data we have to load. And second thing, for the date table, we have to use the parameter. So parameter is just a copy and paste for some functions written in background. This kind of function, table dot add column. Okay, this kind of skill also you can do with your manual thing, but every time you do a manual it is not a good thing. So I just write down this function with you for you so that you can maintain every time as a date parameter, because date table is important in every Power BI report. Date table is important because date table is knowing as you year wise data, quarter wise data, financial year, month wise. So you can just click on close and apply. After that, your all the file will be ready to load, and now your file is loading to Power BI. Yeah, your all the file will be loaded. And for this one is just a report pane, and second thing is a date tabular format. In this you have a date table. See, for this date table we have a date. So you can also change the date format as well. As click on date if you want to date format as, suppose right now I need date, and Y. You just click on this format as well as. And the year, quarter, month of the year, day of the month, date. What is date? Date int. Okay. Month name we have like July. Month in calendar. Calendar year in month name. Quarter, day in week like 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This kind of week. Day of week name. week ending, quarter year, shorter year. So we have a multiple date type, but what we need into just year, date, quarter, this kind of skill also we need. So also you can do one of the things, like if you want to do a formatting of like this into a short month name. Right now I need a short month name as well as, so you instead of day's name, see day's name like month, Monday, Tuesday, you can put it as MONTUE Wednesday. So you can just format this function, date function, into this, and I will tell you how to format. Just click on new column. Okay, just click on new column and format the date function only. So you just click on format of date of date column. What is the format you want? DD, only the triple D you want. Enter the short day you have. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this kind of date also. So you can just format the only the date column only. This one is a very main column. Okay. Either you can put a week as well as from this, year, quarter, this kind of do. You can formatting of this. So just 2 minutes. So any doubt till now? And after that, we are making the relationship for this. So this one is our fact table, and this one, these four are the dim table. So what is the difference between fact and dim? Jasmeet?
So fact table is that where we have every data, and then table we have only unique data.
Okay, so I have one question. Suppose in the fact table we have a total number of data, but in the name table we have a unique number of data. But suppose in the fact table you have a customer, okay, but in the customer as well as product. But in the dim table, if you have just product only, just product category only, then how to do the relationship with this? How to do?
Sir, just like today we did, splitting the data from fact table, like through reference, and we can create the product also, dim table. Because if we only have category and we want to create product, then we can create it through reference, like we did today.
Okay, yeah, great. So this kind of splitting you have to done before making any kind of relationship. So as per your requirement, first analyze your requirement. What is your requirement? Making a one of the chart in notebook. Okay, then you can do a Power BI work. Not do any Power BI work directly. So just join the meeting again with the same link. Okay, so that we can move some of the further step and doing some of the visualization for this.